Hi, I'm Lori.
And I'm Rick.
And we are Here We Go Again. Guys, thanks for joining us. We are bringing to you a campground that we have thoroughly enjoyed being at. It's the Yogi Bear Jellystone Campground of Mammoth Cave, Kentucky. So much fun, so many things to do. I'm just excited to bring it.
Yeah, so many things to do at the campground, so many things to do outside of the campground.
Outdoors.
Yes, outdoors.
Yes.
But guys, if you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you can get our upcoming videos. And give us that big thumbs up if you like this video, if you find it helpful. Leave us a comment if you've ever been here before, but stay tuned. We're getting ready to jump in the Jeep and give you a tour of this campground.
Let's go.
The state of Kentucky.
Alright guys, so we're doing things a little bit differently here. I'm going to show you some of the amenities that the kids would enjoy and our kids loved. Here we are playing foam ball. As you can tell, they've got little obstacles up here running around. We met some guys here and I soon regretted asking them to play some foam ball with us, but it was pretty hot that day. I think around 96 degrees, and as you could tell, the sun was beaming. There was no shade here, but we were running around, and one of the kids I asked to play with us, next thing I know, he started doing like rolls and crawling and doing all this stuff, and as you can tell here, guys, he put a hurting on me, and we just played some foam ball with our friends from Raiden and Caden.
Yes, sir.
One of them got me with a headshot. We had a lot of fun, so if you're at Jellystone Mammoth Campground, try the foam ball. Did you guys have fun?
Yeah.
Thanks for playing, guys. See you later. Oh gosh.
Wow, you were really out of breath there.
I was.
Here's one of the other amenities they have, and this actually did try a pedal car. They had a nice little roundabout there that they could drive on. It got a whole lot nicer once they blacktopped it while we were there, but you know, of course I had the gravel road and it was pretty hard to pedal, so I'm out of shape. But the kids had a great time, and again, 90-degree weather. This is Karst Beach. This is something that's new. They put the inflatables back there. The inflatables are an extra charge, but the swimming area and the little inflatable boats are not. Kids had fun with that. There are little inflatables to play with on the other side of the beach as well that you don't have to pay for. This is one of the two pools that they have. Beautiful. I mean, they actually have a little splash pad for the younger kids as well. And one of the pools had this slide on the side of it, which the kids loved. Me, not so much. Don't like water going up my nose when I came down into the water. But when you have no fear, it's fun. As you can see, Boo Boo is there. Yogi and Boo Boo is around a lot, so I took pictures wherever I could.
But the kids were all smiles the entire time.
Yes. Firestone came in as a lifesaver at the beginning of our trip. We had to go and have our tires checked because we kept on losing air. So they were there to help us out, got us in and out 30 to 40 minutes, and we were back on the road. So kudos and a shout out to Firestone.
Alright guys, so here's your check-in. It is a huge and a very nice area. I've got a little picture on the left of the general store that they have in here as well. They have a restaurant which is easy to access from the beach, but as you can tell here on the right, when you're pulling in, they have a huge area for your fifth wheel, travel trailer, motorhome, whatever you have. There was quite a bit checking in on preparing for the weekend, so there is a ton of room there.
The parking lot is also for the public that want to come in and go to Karst Beach, that you can pay to actually come in and do that as well. As you can see, here is where Rick about collapsed during the gun fight. But this is also a gated area, and right when you come in, you see the golf carts off to your right that you can actually rent. They can be somewhat expensive, so you might want to look into those, about $60 or so, according to what size you get. You can see our little puppy there, Roxy. She is enjoying the dog park, which is also over here, right across from the little fishing pond where the playground is. It's right next to the playground, so the kids can play, the dogs can play. It's a win-win. That is also where the jumping pillows are and the pedal carts that we were talking about. Also, they have rideable ride-alongs, which is through a different company that you can actually have a 30-minute tour of the park on. You don't have to pedal those. Those are automatic, which is great.
And they were pretty popular.
Yeah.
They were, I mean, they were like tours every hour during the days. Or I mean, it just seemed like every time I turned around, there was those animals driving around the around the campground.
Right here you can see the cabins. There's a lot of cabins there off to your right. The thing about the golf carts, if you didn't bring a bike or anything like that, and if you didn't want to get your car dirty, they actually are the way to go unless you are just good with walking, because this campground is spread out. I mean, it is a huge campground. I think they have about 90 cabins. Huge. It's hilly, especially towards where the pools are. The pools, you have to go up a hill to get to. These are the premium sites that we'll get to here in a little bit that are actually on flat land and they're newer sites, so just stick with us. Here's a restroom here. They have them throughout the whole campground.
One thing I noticed, Lori, on this side of the campground, it seemed like the laundry rooms were next to the bathhouses, and they kind of kept those things hand in hand. But there was quite a few laundry rooms that I remember seeing. Yeah,
and they, you know, the men and women that worked here was extremely friendly. They kept everything nice and clean. Up here you see this little shelter. That's where they have like church gatherings, school functions when kids are in school. Another playground. There's Yogi waving. It's an actual place where you can sit kids down and take pictures. This is the area where one of the restaurants are and where a lot of the activities take place, like tie-dyeing and bubbles and all that the kids can have fun in. That is the slide over there, the yellow. On the other side of this building is the pool, and down by the pool is the mini golf that is all free of charge, which is fantastic.
Yeah, and they had a little amphitheater there they had movies like on Friday nights that
they watched
really
The Incredibles nice. When we were there.
Yeah, so like I said, guys, this place has so many things for kids, and they were just running and playing and having a good time, just all smiles. But as you can tell here, we're driving around, nice paved area. There are some roads that will be gravel, but still really nice, lots of gravel. And one thing you will notice on the older part of the campground, lots of shade.
Yes, lots of shade on the side, especially of the hills and everything. The newer side, of course, you have the nicer lots and everything, but you lack the shade.
So it's a kind of a trade-off. It's willing to what you're willing, or probably what time of season you're going there.
Yes, and what I love about this golf course, whew, I am on the wrong thing, campground, is what brought us here was the Mammoth Cave National Park. That's ideally what we came for. We were only expecting to stay here a couple of days, have stayed longer because we loved it here. There was so much to do,
Yeah.
But you're just minutes away from the Mammoth Cave National Park, so which is pretty fun.
Yeah, we did.
And we went to Abraham Lincoln's birthplace too, which is what, 40 minutes away?
Yeah, so we went here, realized what all was around. So we did Mammoth Cave, we did the Abraham Lincoln, and also went to the Corvette Museum. So we'll throw some videos out in the next week or so on all those areas that we did. But here's another dog park, lots of shade on this one.
Lots of shade.
So, but unlike the other one that was earlier in the video. But some of these sites here, guys, as you'll notice, when you're on the hill, they're gravel. They may not be as level as what some of the newer places, campsites were. But one thing I noticed about these cabins, Lori, it seemed like there were so many of them, but they varied in sizes, amenities, and things like that. Some of the cabins looked a little well, let's just say a lot older.
Yes.
Whereas the newer part and the ones that were near us were super, super nice and super clean.
Yes. I loved one of the picnic tables. They're actually round, which I think was pretty fun. The gravel pads and concrete pads are available. Either one. You can choose either one. You can choose pull through or back in sites. I think the cool thing too, it was kind of annoying, but yet I could see their point, is we had to wear wristbands the whole time so that you can get everything they have to offer.
Yeah.
So we didn't necessarily like it, but I understand why they wanted to do it. So,
as you can tell here, this newer portion here, the roads are a little bit wider. You've got tons of room. There's some huge motorhomes, huge fifth wheels here, bathhouse and a play area coming up. Here are some of those newer cabins that just look super nice with the big deck on them. And you can tell a lot of these places have golf carts.
yes. And here's another thing. We're not going to give you a price on these just because they have different tier levels, A, B, C. You just need to check it out because the range is just different. So off-season, peak, just call in advance to get the actual price quote.
I'll leave a link in the description of the video to their website so you can go check it out and look around. But they had two different fishing ponds that we had one right near us, which was really nice, and the kids enjoyed going over late in the evening trying to catch a fish. I say try.
We tried. The fish didn't like our bait because Mama only fishes with hot dogs and bread. I don't like creepy crawly things.
It was a no-go for the fishing.
However, a little boy did catch a fish like 2 seconds after he baited his hook and put it in. So needless to say, my kids were a little disappointed they didn't catch a fish. But onward and upward. One thing, bathrooms are wonderful. 4 to a building. It's almost like having your own bathroom at your house because it was only you in it, which is fantastic. Just to give you a heads up, all you Wi-Fi users, they have cable, they have Wi-Fi, which was pretty good while we were there. They also have a propane station in case you need to fill up, and the laundromat, coin-operated laundromat.
Yeah, they 30-50 amp, full hookup, really, really nice. One thing I enjoyed was the fire rings, and on this newer side they had the grills where you could cook out. You could have propane, you could have charcoal. But guys, we really appreciate you watching, and please subscribe to our channel if you're not already a subscriber. And until next time, guys,
safe travels and God bless.